Howdy everyone. Today let's get the Canon EOS M6 Mark II out again with its extremely high resolution 32.5 megapixel APS-C sensor, and now let's see how Canon's old and new kit lenses can cope with it. Because what's the point of getting a 32.5 megapixel camera if your lenses can't cope with it? Well, let's start with a newer, smaller, wider angle kit lens, the EF-M 15-45mm f3.5 to 6.3 IS STM. In my initial tests of this camera, I was finding my images from this lens to be surprisingly sharp in a lot of pictures, especially at wide angles, and it's actually fairly good on Canon's 24 megapixel cameras. So I was itching to see how it really performs on that really demanding, newer sensor. Let's start at the widest angle of 15mm and f3.5. Sharpness in the middle of the image is seriously impressive here, razor sharp with good contrast. And the corners? Well, apart from some quite strong vignetting, also very good. What a pleasant surprise. Stop down to f5.6 or f8 for some minuscule improvements in brightness and contrast in the middle. When you stop down as far as f11, the image gets a lot softer due to the effects of diffraction on such a high resolution sensor, and f16 gets pretty bad. And that's the same for every lens on the system really, so to keep things short, I'll just show you results up to f8 for the rest of the video. Still a great start for the kit lens. Let's zoom in to 28mm. At f4.5, the middle of the image is just a touch softer than at 15mm, but still pretty sharp, and the corners a little soft now. At f5.6 there's no real improvement, but stop down to f8 for some pretty good sharpness there. Finally, let's zoom all the way into 45mm. At f6.3, in the middle of the image, picture quality is just okay. Contrast is slightly low, sharpness a tiny bit dull. Corners are rather soft now. Stop down to f8 for a tiny improvement in contrast in those corners, and the middle of the image shows a tiny bit more clarity. Stop down to f11 and the most extreme pixel peepers out there will see just the tiniest of improvements in resolution, but contrast is now a bit lower. So that does it for the 15-45mm lens. Its sharpness is actually seriously impressive at its widest angles, but as you zoom in, your images will begin to get softer and softer. Now, I was wondering if the older 18-55mm kit lens might perform a bit better, so on the off chance that it did, I tested 2 copies of it, and both copies gave it essentially the same results, so here we go. At the widest angle of 18mm and in the middle of the image at f3.5, sharpness is just good, but it's rather masked out by poor contrast and purple fringing. Corners are soft. Stop down to f5.6 for slightly more sharpness in the corners, and back in the middle, the purple fringing is gone, revealing pretty impressive resolution now, although not quite as good as the 15-45mm lens. Contrast is still a little weak as well. f8 is just a tiny bit better, and the corners also see a tiny little improvement. Alright, let's zoom in halfway to 35mm. It's a very similar story here. At the widest aperture, now f5, again sharpness is good in the middle, but disguised by purple fringing and low contrast. Corners again are soft. f8 shows a nice improvement in the corners though, and back in the middle too. And finally, let's zoom into 55mm. In the middle of the image, at f5.6, image quality is definitely on the soft side, and it doesn't really get any sharper as you stop down the aperture. The corners are really quite soft now. Stop down to f8 for just the tiniest of improvements there, but still, image quality at 55mm is basically poor. So, there you have it. To be honest, the older lens actually turned out to be a pretty inferior performer, softer with purple fringing and lower contrast than the 15-45. So obviously, you should definitely stick with a smaller, newer lens. At its widest angles, it's actually pretty impressive.